Good morning, sixth grader. Welcome to Mrs. Ramirez math class. I am glad to see you again, just by this means. Today we will continue talking about fraction. In the last class, we talked about addition of fraction with unlike denominator or different denominator. Just to recall some information I want to keep fresh in your mind, let me explain some aspect I want you reinforce. For example, the topic is subtraction of fraction with different denominators. This is the topic for today. But in the last class, I explained how to add a fraction with different denominators. So, but let me refresh your memory. There are three types of fraction: proper, improper, and mixed fraction. These are the three types of fraction. What are proper fraction? Proper fraction is when the numerator is less than denominator, and you have some examples there. And improper fraction are those that the numerator is greater than the denominator, and you have an example. Mixed fractions are made of a whole number and a proper fraction. This, for example, 1/1/2. The whole number is 1 and the fraction, and this is the proper fraction, 1/2. So these are examples of the three types of fraction. And I'm going to review, how to add fraction with unlike denominator or different denominator. Remember that the step you have followed to add and subtract fraction with different denominator is the same step. Do you remember that step are? First, find the LCD. You do this by a prime factorization. Second, convert or change into equivalent fraction, and then add or subtract the numerators and write the same denominator. And the last step is simplify the fraction if possible. Those are the steps. The same procedure you follow for adding and subtracting a fraction with different denominators. So this you have to keep in your mind always. The procedure doesn't change. If you add or subtract an improper minus an improper fraction, a proper minus a proper fraction, an improper minus a proper fraction, a mixed fraction minus mixed fraction, the procedure doesn't change. If you follow this step, you are not going to confuse. Just remember the steps. So I'm going to resolve. Page 95. This exercise where it says proper fraction minus proper fraction. I'm going to resolve this exercise. A proper fraction minus a proper fraction with different denominator. This, I'm going to resolve this in the board. I want you to pay attention, please. I'm going to subtract 3, 4 minus 3, 3/5. Look, 3/4 minus 3/5. These are proper fraction because the numerator is less than the denominator. What is the first step? Find the LCD. We are going to find the LCD of the denominators. Look, this is the first step. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Just we break down, 5. We continue with 2. 2 divided by 2, 1. And we continue with 5. We write 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So, Okay, this is a prime factorization. Now, how do I find the LCD? Multiplying 2 times 2 times 5. 2 times 2 times 5. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, the LCD is equal to 20. Okay, the LCD is equal to 20. So I continue with the next step, that is convert into equivalent fraction. Okay, convert into equivalent fraction. So in the LCD, the LCD is equal to 20. So, okay, I'm going to write equivalent fraction. Okay, 20. Okay, look, I multiply, okay, this number, okay, by another number to get 20. What number do you multiply 4 to get 20? Okay, you multiply 4 times 5 equal 20. Because you multiply 4 times 5, 20. So the numerator you have to multiply by 5. Okay, 3 times 5 equal 15. Okay, we write 15 there, minus. What number you multiply 5 to get 20? Is 4. So look, okay, 4, okay, 5 times 4 equal 20. So you have to multiply 3 times 4 equal 12. So you write 12 over here. Okay, look. Now the equivalent fraction for 3/4 is 15/20. The equivalent fraction for 3/5 is 12/20. So I continue with the next step, that is subtract only the numerators. Only the numerator. 15 minus 12 equal 3/20. Okay, we subtract only the numerator. Remember that. We subtract only the numerator. That denominator is the same, doesn't change. And this is the result. Okay, this is the result. And you have to simplify. But in this case, we cannot simplify this fraction. This is the result or the answer. Okay, 3/20. And this is the procedure you follow to subtract improper fraction minus improper fraction. Okay, improper fraction minus improper fraction. Okay, and improper fraction minus proper fraction, mixed fraction minus mixed fraction, mixed fraction minus proper fraction, or mixed fraction minus improper fraction. The procedure, okay, we follow the same procedure. Okay, now I'm going to resolve a mixed fraction minus a mixed fraction, because I want you to follow that the procedure is the same, doesn't change. Okay, I want you to look at the board. Okay, I'm going to resolve a subtraction 5/3 minus 3 13 20. Okay, look, these are mixed fractions. I'm going to subtract, okay, these two mixed fractions. What is the first step? Find the LCD of the denominator. 5 and 20 are denominator. Okay. 2. 20 divided by 2, 10. We continue. 5, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5, 1, 1. How do I find the LCD? I multiply 2 times 2 times 5. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 5 is equal, the LCD is equal to 20, okay? So, what is the next step? Okay, find equivalent fraction, okay, find equivalent fraction. But remember that, first of all, we have to change this mixed fraction into improper fraction. I'm going to change this, okay, this fraction into improper fraction. I multiply the whole part by denominator. 5 times 5, 25, plus 3, 28, and I write the same denominator. Minus, okay, 3 times 20, 60. 60 plus 13 is 73, 20. Look, now I convert into, okay, into equivalent fraction, okay, 73, 20. Now, what is the next step, okay, is find equivalent fraction. Remember that the step I follow over here is change the mixed fraction into improper fraction, but I haven't done equivalent fraction yet. Okay, now is the next step. Okay, I'm going to find equivalent fraction for this. Okay, I'm going to write the same denominator minus. For this fraction, I don't write equivalent fraction because this fraction already has the LCD that is 20. I write the same fraction. I'm going to find, all right, equivalent fraction only for this, okay? Now, for what number you multiply 5 to get 20 is 4. So you multiply the numerator, that in this case is 28, by 4 to get equivalent fraction. 28 times 4 is 112. Look, 112. Okay. Then what is the next step? Because we have the two fractions with the same denominator, now we can subtract. Okay, as the same procedure you follow when you subtract a fraction with a like denominator. In this case, I'm going to subtract 112 minus 73 and the same denominator. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 112 minus 73. 12 minus 3, 9. This is 10 minus 7 is 3. Okay, so the answer is 39, 20. Okay, this is the answer, 39, 20. Because this, okay, fraction we cannot simplify, okay, we leave as an improper fraction. This is the result. We don't simplify. Only if we can simplify the fraction, we simplify. If you cannot simplify, leave the fraction, just write the fraction. Okay, this is the procedure. This is the procedure to subtract or add fraction with different denominators. Okay, let me tell you that, okay, we go to this page. In this page are the steps to resolve addition and subtraction with fraction with different denominators. These are the steps to resolve. The steps are read the problem carefully to analyze and understand, identify the problem question, solve the problem, and answer the problem. Okay, in this page, okay, in this page we have some problems that are already done, are resolved. You just copy. In the next page, on page 100, look, okay, some exercise are resolved. And on page 101, the same, the problem are resolved. So what is the homework for today? The homework you have to resolve, page 100, you are going to resolve addition of exercise A and B, you are going to resolve in the notebook, and then you are going to write the answer in the book, and 2 addition and 2 subtraction. Exercise 1, A and B are addition. Exercise 2, A and B are subtraction of fraction with different denominator. So this is the homework. The rest of the exercise are resolved. C and D are resolved. Just I want you resolve in your notebook 4 exercise. 2 addition and 2 subtraction of fraction with different denominators. Okay, so this is the topic we have covered today. I hope you have understood. If you have any question, please ask to me by the means you know. Okay, I will be able to answer your question. Thank you very much. Goodbye.